Okay lads, so today we are going to determine the soil texture of a soil sample by hand testing. So things you need to conduct this experiment will be your sample of soil, you might need a mass balance, weigh boats, a wash bottle for some water, and then I just have these here to explain what I mean by certain textures. So this here is sugar and this here is flour. So if you were to pick up some sugar and rub it between your finger and your thumb, that's what the feeling of gritty would be like. And if you were to get some flour and rub it between your finger and your thumb, that's what I mean by smooth. Okay, so after feeling those two textures, and you now know what's meant by gritty and smooth, you can move to your sample. So picking this one up here, rubbing the dry soil sample between my finger and thumb, it would be a gritty sample. So initially I'm heading towards the sandy side of the flow chart. And if I pick up this one here, there is definitely pieces of gravel in the middle of it, but it's more of a smoother texture. Okay, so it might be silt or a clay kind of one. But next I'm going to get a bit of this soil sample here and I'm going to wet it. And again, I'm going to rub it between my finger and my thumb and I'm going to see is it gritty or is it smooth. And I'm going to repeat that with the next sample. So again, I'm going to get a bit of the sample here. Wet it. And see, is it gritty or is it smooth? And this one is definitely much more smooth. Right, so I'm going to go to this soil sample again now. I'm going to get a good bit of it and I'm going to wet it. So I have about 30 grams of it there. I'm going to wet it. And I'm going to see, is it possible to roll this wet sample into a ball? Now you can see straight away it's breaking, so it's not possible to roll this into a ball. So this is actually a very sandy soil sample. So I'm going to gather my sample. You're better off removing as much gravel as you can before using it, but get it together here now. Mix it with the water. Okay, and we're going to see, can I roll this one into a ball? So like you can see here, I can roll this into a ball. So it was a little bit, it did feel a little bit gritty and smooth. It can roll into a ball. Now I'm going to see, can I roll it into a thread? So it can roll into a thread. Then you can see if you can get the thread between 2.5 and 5 centimeters, longer than 5 centimeters. So we could measure that using a ruler. So looking at this quickly here now, this is measuring just over 8 centimeters. So this looks like it is a clay soil sample. Now you could also try and get it into a ring. So if you can, and well, it's breaking a bit, so we won't form a ring. So in the end, we ended up with a clay soil sample and a sandy soil sample. There you go.